Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone out there. My name is Zyzex, and I'm going to be running Penny's Big Breakaway. And joining me this morning is none other than the legend himself, Zans.
Yo, I'm the legend himself, apparently. I don't know when this happened.
Well, you are the world record holder, so...
I am washed, that's what I am. But,
oh,
no. So yeah, I mean, we have Penny. Penny's back, yes.
Yay!
Finally.
Penny's Big Breakaway, woo!
Anyways, we should just get right into it, because the beginning is kind of boring. The first 30 seconds, anyways. So let's...
Alright. Making sure everything's good on the stream end. We're good, yeah? Okay, cool.
You're good.
Alright.
I'll count you down.
Let me double check timer's good real quick. Everything's good. Oh, gotta kill that. Okay. Timer is ready. Stream is ready. We're ready. Alright.
Okay. Count you down in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, here we go. Most exciting part of the game.
Yeah, I mean, so this is like... You know, this is how we're going to be playing the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know why this game got accepted this marathon. You literally just walk places.
Yep, just walk and throw your yo-yo out, and that's all you can do, really. That's a lot of fun.
Okay, so story-wise, I mean, Penny, like, she got kicked out of an edition for the gala from the king, and now we picked up what's called the Cosmic String, which gave our yo-yo a life of his own, and now he has all these special powers.
Yep,
so,
sentient yo-yo.
You're gonna see a lot of scaling stuff, like, right now. I mean, we just got all that high, and we're done with the intro. So,
yep, that was the tutorial area.
Yo-Yo has this ability called a sleep bounce that when you hold him out, you can jump on him, but it also works against walls, so you can get a lot of height. And then this is the first actual stage, which gets a lot of resets because we do everything.
And believe it or not, this is not the intended route.
It looked intended to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the devs wanted you to go across that huge gap, and
they said if you can get to it, you're allowed. That's what they said a long time ago.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but you know, obviously
anyway,
there's easier ways of going around then, I should put it that way.
So, to explain Penny's moveset, since, you know, we're actually playing the game now, the core abilities of Yo-Yo is the dash, which we just saw, and then from the dash, or like just pressing the X button, you can swing with the momentum of your gravity. You can swing like without it, but it just sucks a lot. So we're going to see a lot of dashes and swings, because that's how we get most of the momentum in this game. Another ability is the ride, which will pretty much conserve all your momentum. So that's going to be another thing that we see a lot. And then we have the busker bonuses, which if you do them perfectly, you save time, but Zyzex is just really bad at the game.
Darn, I messed up.
Yeah, so anyways, I was lying. You do want to fail them. So we land on the smallest platform to make sure we don't get multiple. Yeah, so we're just going to be seeing lots of swings into rides. And then, like, you know, when we have to... Like, if we climb a building, we're most likely going to use that building for speed as well, since gravity is such a important role in gaining speed.
Yeah, all about that momentum.
So, I mean, 1-1, just core introduction to, like, Penny's moveset. There wasn't, like, much interesting stuff. 1-2 is very much the same. It's called City Swinger because, you know, they put poles everywhere. But we're going to be seeing our first, like, super unintended skip. If you swing here, you might get it.
Nope.
Okay, we're not getting it.
We're going semi-intended route. My bad.
So, what we wanted to do is, if you get enough speed up that building, you can actually just like get on top of it and then do a really, really large swing to... I'll tell you when we're there.
Yeah, you'd get all the way over here.
You get here, yeah. And that saves like 7 seconds or something.
Yeah, unfortunately I bonked.
Doing the other route fast. They probably lost more because bonking. But that's
yeah,
fine.
unfortunately,
I mean,
if you bonk there, there's really no way to save it. So, at least that I'm aware of, anyways.
There's really messed up ways to save it. It's possible. It's not recommended.
All right. Well,
so
there'll be other skips. Don't worry.
1-3 is our introduction to power-ups in Penny. We saw the hammer, which we're not going to use because we don't care. And, you know, we're just going to climb this building. And then, you know, use this ramp to get on another building. You know, this game is really like... We're not going where we're supposed to be. And if we just went over another power-up called the Bowling Burger, which lets you, like... It's like a hammer on steroids. It just turns Yo-Yo into a giant bowling ball that will break objects. That's kind of it.
Yeah, you'll see it at the end of the level.
It's right here. There's one right here. We don't pick it up, but we will pick up the one at the end of the level.
Yeah, it's,
so here,
I think you see it here, and then not all the way until the end of the game, basically.
Yeah, we don't like taking them because when you take a, at least a power-up that changes Yo-Yo, the hammers don't, like, cause any lag. But you'll see there, we took, like, a second of time loss because of that. Yeah, so... one tech of this game is called an Insta-Ride. If you dash into Yo-Yo and press the ride button when you're, like, inside of it, you can just instantly ride without, like, having to touch the ground. Now, sometimes that makes Yo-Yo's hitbox really small, like we saw there, and lets you clip into the floor. Which hopefully we'll see here as well. Because here we use it for the skip. It's like the only time we ever, like, clip on purpose.
Yeah, the timing for it's a little weird, because you can't do it too fast. But you have to do it pretty fast in general, so... Hopefully I'll get it first try. And hopefully I can get a couple shots if I mess up first try.
This level's like the hardest of Vanilla Town as well, other than maybe like the boss. Because we're going to be going for some skips that are kind of tight. So the first one here is called Girder Skip. You might want to imagine why it's called that, because there's girders. So almost we didn't land on, well, we landed on top, but like we fell. So we're just gonna charge up Yo-Yo here to do like a spin dash type of move. You know, you gain speed for charging it.
Okay. That was the part I was worried about.
So yeah, Girder Skip. It's like 5 seconds time save. Something like that. I don't know, it's really bad.
Yeah, but, you know, still worth going for. But also really scary, so I'm glad I got it. Alright. And one more little skip here.
Yeah, this skip is also somewhat scary. I mean, like, it's not as bad as it used to be because, like, we have setups now for it to be consistent.
Alright, here comes the clip, hopefully.
That looks good. Ooh.
Nope.
Go for it again.
Oh, come on!
I find this clip to be really hard to back up. It's way easier when you're just, like...
Oh, I'm gonna give it one more shot.
Just coming in with speed. There we go.
There we go!
Yeah,
Woo!
we did it! Yeah, so that's the only clip we use in the game.
Yeah.
There used to be a different way of doing that clip, where you would do a swing on the ground and clip through the floor. But that one is just much faster and easier.
Ideally, yeah. But you know what? We got it. So, now on to something else. That's much harder.
Yeah, this is the first boss level of the game. So boss levels, you know, really cool and fun. Damn, this is a camera angle.
There we go.
There we go. So boss levels, you know, usually have to like you fight something or you avoid something. Here we're avoiding the penguin ball. This is not how you're supposed to avoid the penguin ball, but
It's
usually there's
a way.
music in this level that's like really cool and fun. Penny in a Pinch, if you look it up on YouTube, really good music. But we don't listen to it.
Nope. We like just background ambience. No!
Ooh!
Oh my God, I was so
I
close.
would not. Yeah, that ride. So what happened there is we did a ride on the slope, which sent us like down super fast, and there's just no way to react to that.
Yeah, it was
We
just
were
right on the
from
edge there.
I guess from there it's not the easiest part of the skip, but okay. So actually, Drywall, I should explain what restricted is.
Oh yeah.
So this category restricted is basically it's like Sonic Heroes in the fact of bot boosts and whatever else. This game has tech called zips and spins, which can just like make you fly. It's going out of bounds is not like what we define as restricted. Doing zips is the main tech that we restrict. So anyways, we did get the skip. Usually like you're here later in the level and you have music and you're actually having fun, but we just skipped all of that by going over the buildings.
Yep. And yeah, the zip and spins, like that runs honestly just crazy.
So, yeah, to give an example of how broken zips and spins are, you can beat that level in 17 seconds, and it took Zyzex a minute 20.
Yeah, so
very
different run than this one. This one's almost like semi-reasonable.
Alright, so here we're in a new world, Tideswell. You know, more restricted show off here. We're not supposed to be here, but you know, we just be climbing.
Yeah, just climbing waterfalls. Normal everyday stuff there.
So you've seen drywall, but now you see the waterfall.
Oh man, that was
the
a good
waterfall
one.
is solid for some reason. I couldn't tell you why, but we like it being solid because that means we can jump on it. But yeah, that's basically the entire level. We skipped like 75% of it. We have to play the rest.
Oh, there we go.
Now, if you did a zip, you can get to the end in 8 seconds.
Yeah. Would actually like to learn that category at some point, but it's its own separate beast, honestly.
It is very difficult. Like, anyone that actually ran that, like Kelp, if you guys know Kelp, go to runner. He's probably the zip god at this point.
Yeah, I remember, you know, at first there wasn't any, like, subcategory either. It was, you know, all just together in one game, or category. But then it got a little too crazy, so yeah.
That's not true. There were categories they won.
Oh, they were? Oh, that was just spins at first, right?
It was...
Or... Oh, yeah. Okay, it's been a while since it happened, so my memory's a little foggy.
We're getting old. We can't be remembering that. So what we just saw there again before was the wafer power-up. So the wafer, when you do a spin with Penny, it just sends you flying. It's not that useful, and there's also not that many in the run. But there, it's like the only time we actually need it.
There in 4-1, yeah.
We're seeing a funny quirk of, you know, riding on water.
Yeah, the devs were nice. You can basically just keep riding as long as you got enough speed, and that's all that matters.
So, Drywall asked why we're wiggling the stick on water. To explain that, it was found out that if you go back and forth on water, you'll actually gain speed because of the drift for some reason. Because if you just hold forward, you're going to lose all of your speed. You might not gain speed, but you definitely retain it. So it's like Tails in Route 101, something like that. It's the same concept.
Yeah,
I think
it happens Mario Odyssey as well. It's vectoring, I guess you'd call it. Just one of those things you kind of do without even thinking about it after a while. And don't get hit here? Okay, good.
Yeah, so this is the second boss of the game, you know, even though we didn't really see the first one. Saw it a bit. This is Sheila. I don't know. She's a person. Anyways.
That's all you really gotta say, honestly.
The main thing about this boss, you get to the boat, you screw in the ship to help fix it, and then she's gonna help us get to the next world. Something lore, I don't know.
Yeah.
This boss is kind of nothing. It's kind of annoying that we have to do it, but you know, we gotta do it.
Pretty simple, all things considered. Alright. Oh, there we go.
I mean, thank God Tideswell doesn't have more levels. That world is... I hate water, but you know what I hate more? Quicksand.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Go ahead and try explaining this.
So Zafara is, you know, like the sand world
Get up there.
in this game.
No, why am I going down?
Tideswell had sand, but this has quicksand.
Okay, there we go.
So a funny quirk of this game is with riding on like stuff we're not supposed to be. If you just jump off the ride, you can do it again. So
yeah, if I try to like just stay on yo-yo here, I'm gonna get kicked off.
Yeah, so we're jumping before we get kicked off a yo-yo, and if you fall in quicksand twice, you will die. You have one time that you can jump out of it. So there we didn't get in the quicksand at all. So
that's pretty rare, honestly. So
yeah, and
hopefully you won't see it at all.
Yeah, the speedrun tech is basically just knowing how to preserve your speed. Penny isn't exactly slow, it's just people don't know how to play the game. Which is why I don't like this game casually.
Yeah.
I think it is a great speedrun. I do not think it is that great of a casual game.
Yeah, unfortunately, there is a pretty steep learning curve, I would say, but once you get it...
Yeah, you remember that waterfall that we jumped up? Yeah, we can do that quicksand too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this route is definitely, I don't know, easier, but is it not quite as fun, I'd say.
Yeah, so what are you talking about? There used to be another route for this level at the beginning. Instead of doing a jump on the quicksand fall, whatever you want to call it, we used to just jump up a wall that was like smothered in another invisible wall. So that way we could like just wall jump over and over again.
Yeah, you just mash the jump button there.
It was somewhat inconsistent because the way you jumped against the wall determined how you could jump against it again. So like if you got too far from the corner, you were basically like not going to get up the wall.
Yeah.
So thankfully that other way was found. It's much easier.
Yeah, much more reliable, thankfully.
Okay, and
need
so
all the
this
reliability we can get.
This level is the first time we see the hot rod pepper, and we're going to be seeing the tech mentioned earlier, an insta ride with this. Because if you don't do an insta ride with the pepper, we're actually you did another insta ride. I thought you were going to showcase it.
We got it.
If you don't do an insta ride with the pepper, there's actually a like rev period that you have to wait through. So we just skipped that with the insta ride. Now it does make some problems if like you need a turn, because you're kind of locked in one direction for a while. So
and at the end here, you have to do a little extra jump to be able to swing again.
Yeah, insta rides are weird like that. They're like, since they're not exactly intended the movement after the ride cancels is really weird. So there's the rev that I was talking about. So we always want to skip that. Because it's like, I think it's 0.7 that rev.
Yeah, it adds up over time. Unfortunately, I kind of got stuck on that wall, but no biggie.
But we're going to get a lot of speed here. That's fine, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's going to be... The Hot Rod Pepper is what's the power-up that's used the most. We're going to be seeing it a lot more.
Yeah, definitely the most used power-up in the game for sure. What do we see it again? 4-3, I want to say.
Ooh, nice, whatever that was.
Yeah, what was that? An invisible wall I think I hit or something?
I mean, I can explain what happened, but I'm trying to think of the next time we see the Hot Rod, and I think it is 4-3. But anyways,
or here actually does. Right here.
Well, what happened when you got like redirected? You fell off a ledge, and when you landed, you went in the direction that you were facing. Because normally the ride will drift, but if you fall off a ledge and you land, it's just going to go where you're facing. So that's what happened. It didn't look like you fell off a ledge because, you know...
Oh, sick rail grind.
Nice grind! Dude, Sonic Adventure?
Oh, yeah, that was happy little accident there, basically, but you know what? We'll roll with it. Oh, and we're not getting shocked.
This is one place where you don't want to do the insta-ride, because you will run into that laser.
Yeah, definitely want to make sure you get this.
Technically, you could insta-ride twice, but no.
Probably should do it there, but I haven't messed around quite enough with it there yet.
And here we're doing more re-rides. Let's go.
And hopefully no bonking. Little bonk. It's all good.
Yeah, so here's the end of the level, just climbing the wall. And then boom, done. Have you gotten a spin input yet?
You know, I'm not sure. Just for the screws, I think, really. Alright.
So a funny thing with the busker bonus is that if you get a spin input, you actually cannot fail it by doing any other thing.
Yeah.
So you have to spin the opposite way. Or like complete it and then spam. So
here's a guy.
Mr. Q. This guy in like the early days of the speedrun was like notorious for killing runs because his phases are RNG. But now, I mean, we got good RNG anyways. He'll always do 2 attacks, but which attack he does first is random. So he's doing the spin here, which means he will do the jump second. But since we got on the wall, what that does is, if he jumps first, he will spin into the wall, which means we don't have to like do any guesswork as to where he's gonna go. He will always be near the pockets on the table. So it's a really good way to mitigate the RNG. And we're gonna try to do that again.
And he's not doing it again. Wow, what a nice guy.
That's good. I mean, you got the trick twice. But we didn't need it, so that's fine. Ooh.
Get out of there. Alright,
we're good.
That could actually be really good, but I'd rather not mess around with having him actually in the hole there.
Why are we saying Mr. Q kinda cute?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's really cute, you know? He's got...
Doesn't wear shoes.
balls.
He's got jewelry on his toes. I mean, what more could he ask for? Anyways, no. Metro Bene.
Yeah, taken after Metropolis. Here's the wafer again. Very cool, kind of neat it this time. But this is the introduction of lava. We all love lava. Can't get enough of it.
Video game staple. Gotta have it.
Lava is similar to quicksand in that it will knock Penny off her ride if you're on it for too long. Oh, and here's a neat trick.
Yeah, I don't know why it happens like that, but... And then a wall ride, too?
I can explain it. So, the cylinder that you rode on before it, it actually subtracts speed from Penny because you're going up it, but it will add that speed to her vertical speed. So when you jump off the ride, it will just like... Or rather, when you fall off the cylinder, it will convert all that speed to vertical. So then you just get popped up into the air. It doesn't really matter because there's a backup if you miss it, but it's a cool skip.
Yeah. Definitely a little time save there.
As mentioned before, lava, like quicksand, knock Penny off, so we have to do the rewrites as well. There is more time on lava than there is on quicksand, but if you fall into lava, obviously you're dead, so it's not as lenient if you mess up.
Alright. No 4-1 disasters, that's good to see. And then the start of this level can be a bit tricky sometimes with the penguins. So hopefully they'll be nice.
Yeah. So at the start here, we're going to go for like a 2-second time save. If we climb this wall, and as mentioned, those penguins can kill you.
Alright.
Get all the way up here. We can do a swing all the way to this zip line. And you know, that saves 2 seconds, so we gotta go for it.
Yep. Yeah, honestly I prefer that path over the intended path anyways.
The intended path is really annoying because it has a 90-degree turn left. And like, we do not like 90-degree turns.
Nope.
We do not vibe with them.
And then I'm gonna get that.
Yeah, we're getting that. So one thing to mention about this game.
That was fun.
Zyzex is running on 60 FPS. So when it comes to riding on any type of liquid, quicksand included, it's a lot harder for the ride to attach because sometimes it will clip through the lava or whatever. So that double jump there was to make sure that we got the ride out. On 120 FPS, there's more like collision checks, so a lot less likely that you'll mess up.
Yeah, definitely one of the disadvantages of running at 60, but
60 is faster, optimally.
Yeah.
Dying is not optimal though.
Oops.
So.
Get up there? Okay.
The reason 60 is faster is because the swings have more top speed potential compared to higher FPSs. It's really weird. The FPS in this game mattering is kind of whack, but
yeah.
Whatever.
Alright, and am I actually gonna jump over this? Yes.
I think is that the first time we see the ticket machine?
Yeah, in the run.
So the ticket machine, if you ride onto it, it's like a magic carpet. It'll just take you on a ride.
Like
You can jump off that ride, but like it has a wind up, so we don't care about it and we skip it.
Yeah.
We do have to take one later because we can't cross the gap without it. But for the most part, we want to skip them.
Oh, there we go.
Now, personally, I hate this skip. I do not do it.
Oh, you don't? Really?
No. I know there's like a lineup with the background scenery that you can do, but I don't care for it. Also, I'm not running the game right now. But
understandable.
if I ever came back to the game, I would.
What?
Ooh!
Oh my god. That's a fun little quirk.
I guess the lava went into the platform.
Yeah, unfortunately when you grab onto those things, sometimes they'll just swing you right into the ground, and there's some lava right there. Alright.
So, another ticket machine that we're skipping.
Yeah, big time save on that one. Yeah, one of the scarier looking jumps, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it's really that bad, honestly.
I do not like how Yo-Yo got into that wall. You might be falling here.
You think so?
Yes.
I hope not.
I mean, you just fell. I saw it. But you didn't get detached from Yo-Yo. So.
Okay. Whew.
That wafer is useless. I don't know why it exists. I guess to get on top of this busker. But who cares?
Gotta get all those points, right? Yeah, thankfully, I don't know.
So,
don't have to do that.
Points are interesting. Even in the scrap card run, where you have to meet the point bonuses for the to get the postcard, whatever, the scrapbook. I mean, we don't land on the top busker. That's just too much time lost.
Oh, really? Dang.
Yeah. It also doesn't give you that many points, I believe, which is why. Anyways,
Yeah.
Bubbling, Any Jammers. It's a good song. It's kind of a boring level once you get. Like,
There's some fun little skips, I guess you call them, but
the song is the best part.
yeah, for sure. Definitely a bop.
This is one of the skips. I'm just going to take a short little swing there.
And hopefully you don't regret not getting that checkpoint.
Why would you regret that? I don't understand.
I don't know.
There's nothing coming up which might make you regret it. It's not like it's the first checkpoint that you could have gotten.
We'll see how this goes. I mean, I'm gonna try to do the zipline skip, but you know, the worst case, you can always just grab on.
Oh, this looks good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, that is nice. Full zipline skip. That's really difficult. It's been made easier with like knowing how momentum works on ramps, but it's still difficult. So
Yeah.
really nice time save. That zipline is like hellishly slow, so skipping it matters a lot.
All right, and hopefully we're gonna ride up a wall here.
This is actually the newest skip that was found, I think, still. Other than, like, unrestricted. And there we land on the top busker because it's the closest to us. Because we're falling.
Most minor of time saves.
Yep. It's frames. But riding up that wall is actually, like, something that was overlooked for 8 months. So...
Yeah, thankfully we didn't have to go for the sussy balk up.
Well, yeah, what we used to do is we got onto a vent, and then we got on top of the building. Which is why it's called the sus, whatever it was, imposter skip. It was something. It doesn't exist anymore.
Among Us?
I guess it exists. Yeah, that game doesn't exist, you're right.
Yeah, Among Us. What's that? Who knows?
So here we're going to be using, I don't know if that's the first time we've seen it. It probably isn't. No, we used it in one boss, but we used an attack to maintain our momentum, but enable a swing with gravity. Because I mentioned this earlier in the run, but you need to dash before a swing to like get actual good speed out of it. But if you just do an attack, it's like the same thing as a dash, except you're not using your dash. So, you know, I mean, it lets you keep speed, lets you use it for jumps. We'll be seeing it whenever we need to use, like, a really long jump, pretty much.
Yep. It's like one of those things where you wouldn't really think it would matter that much, but it really does. And water sound effects.
Maybe this is the loudest part of the game.
Honestly, yeah, I think so.
I don't know why the water freaks out there. It's so silly. Anyways, that's over, so.
Yeah, the devs just really wanted you to enjoy the sound of water falling. Oh yeah, I don't think we mentioned who actually made this game. Did we mention that?
No. So this game is made by Evening Star, which is... I don't think they were called Evening Star at the time, or whatever, but it's the same people that made Sonic Mania. So...
Yep. So they have a little experience with, you know, platforming games. That was obviously a 2D game, So in a way, I kind of think of this as almost a take on, I don't want to say a Sonic game, but there's definitely influences of it, I would say. Oops.
Yeah, you know, this is Sonic.
Oh, you know, kind of the whole... Oh, could you please, Penny? Yeah, the idea of, you know, momentum and all that, the rolling.
It's definitely like... The momentum is definitely like Sonic feeling. At least good Sonic games. Ooh, unfortunate.
Alright,
so if we get up on that ledge, we can do a swing here. That gets a lot of speed, but we're just going to need to do the backup, which is... riding.
I'm going to go up this way.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can do this. So if we do that swing as mentioned earlier, and I thought you would go for it, but a dash works too. Yeah, we just we skipped the pipe that would send us up. And here's another zipline skip that we're
no. No.
Wow, we're not going for it, man.
Yeah.
Loss.
No, that's, in my opinion, one of the hardest ones.
It's a hard one. The camera does not agree with you. The way I do it is goated, obviously, but
yes, of course.
I do something. You have to ride on the railing there to go directly to the next checkpoint, so the camera doesn't mess with you. And that's difficult to time. So.
Yeah, not marathon safe.
There's a spin input. That's what we meant.
Oh yeah.
Can't instantly fail it. So, I mean, we basically instantly failed it.
Yeah.
But that's all we have for bubbling. And then this guy.
Yeah, we're interrupting just some guy's bath right now.
You know, he was having a chill time, and we were just like, nah.
Yeah, no, this guy's Eddie.
Emperor Eddie. Don't.
Oh yes, Emperor.
Got rid of you.
Yeah, sorry, Eddie. Oh, okay.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the story behind this game, I mean, this is the Emperor. Yo-Yo kind of ate his pants during the audition, so he's kind of mad at us. And we're trying to make it back to the audition, or whatever. I don't remember the story, man.
Something like that, basically.
It's something like that. After this, he's going to flush us down the drain in this cutscene, but we're gonna skip it by returning the menu, which I also didn't mention. For some worlds, returning to menu at the end, it skips a cutscene, which, like, you can always skip a cutscene, but, like, there's a buffer period that you have to wait. So it saves a couple seconds each time. It's small time save, but it's easy. Yeah, but yeah, in that cutscene, we get flushed down the drain, and we get sent to space somehow. Don't ask. That's just how it is. Now, aesthetically, I think this is my favorite world. Gameplay-wise, it's probably my least favorite.
Honestly, yeah, same.
It's just really awkward, first off. Like,
yeah.
That's awkward. These blocks moving, I mean, like, they're fine. We don't really care. But these asteroids, man. These asteroids, they kill.
Yeah.
They are harmful.
Those ones aren't too bad because they're small, but there's bigger ones, and if you, like, try to dash by them, sometimes you'll just, like, go right into them, even though you're not really going towards them. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Ah, dang it.
Bit of a low swing.
It's fine. Alright.
Yeah,
but yeah, the asteroids and the books, yeah, not a great combo.
There's some fun stuff in this world, though. This next level, I mean, it's got a fun thing. Everyone likes a bit of fun.
Yeah, it's Oh, can I please get up there? Thank you.
Damn, that that looked funny. I'm just saying.
Oh, we got there though.
So this level is like it's one of the shortest in the run, I think.
Other than
They're shorter, but like, there is just one skip for this level that like invalidates it. This used to be like a terrible level. I hated this level before the skip because the rest of the level was awkward to play. It was like, it was just terrible. But now, we like trees. Trees are cool.
Space trees.
We're chill up here. We're gonna do a really long swing.
And thankfully there's another tree there.
Get a ride on that tree, and then we're at the end of the level. So that was nice.
Yeah, a little bounce there at the end. But
there is a kill plane at the third tree, but if you have enough speed, you can go over it. So
yeah, that can unfortunately get you sometimes if you're trying to go fast. I did the safety jump though, so we're all good.
I think this is the level where asteroids get in the way the most.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember 6-4, honestly, but I don't think they get in the way in that level.
Nah.
This part right here coming up, there's asteroids spinning around the trees. We don't really go over there. But these ones, if your yo-yo auto-targets the asteroid, or the book for that matter, the book is also dangerous. Then probably say goodbye to your life.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I've definitely died there many a time.
6-4 is the one with the cannon skip, right?
Yeah.
I didn't miss it. Okay.
No, you're good. And there's a little side quest that we're completely ignoring. Which, I don't know if we've explained those at all, because we don't do them.
I mean, they don't matter. I mean, it's any percent, you know. Optional material, we skip it, yada yada. The glove takes you to, like, a bonus part of the world that you can't get to normally, and then you do, like... You either get a showpiece, which is what the hexagons are called, or you help a denizen, which is, like, what's on screen right now. Interesting.
Yeah, I kind of got stuck there.
So, like, these diary pages in the way... And 100% you would collect them, but we don't care.
Yeah. Oh no, I hope no one reads my diary. Yep, we're all gonna read your diary now, dude.
The denizens, they do have some funny dialogue. There's one in Bubblin' that's like, bring this soap to my stinky friend. And then if you don't bring it, it's gonna like, oh no, he's stinky forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we're ignoring all of them. And then, yeah, the showpieces also, which... I think I grabbed a few just randomly.
Yeah, some of them are like in the optimal path. Like in this level, for example, there will be one for the cannon skip.
But yeah, they just basically incentivize you to like explore levels some more, I guess.
You can usually see them when you're going through. Like that one's obvious, but. I did not like how you went over that cannon.
Yeah, unfortunately the cannonballs will mess up your dash sometimes. That was a bit of a safety checkpoint there.
Yo-Yo, like, if Yo-Yo wants to target something in the way, he will. So, the cannonballs do count as something, and if you hit them, you're, like, not able to dash, I think. Or it's, like, delayed. So here's the cannon skip. If we just go into the book, which normally you only take if you need the torch to light the cannon, we can jump on that tree and get all the way past it. The book's like, you know, I don't know if it's a hindsight or whatever, that you're able to go both ways. You're only supposed to go back if you, like, because the cannon's on a timer. You light the fuse, you get to the end of the cannon. If you miss it, you gotta go back through the book, get the torch again, do it all again. But, we just abuse the fact that there is a convenient teleport.
Alright. And that was World 6, except...
this is Mother.
Yeah.
What she's called in the speedrunning community. That's her, top right. Her actual name is Taboo Artist. You know, something more. She made a puppet version of Penny that we have to race. And included in the race is these coins. so you could beat the race faster than the puppet, but if you do not have more coins than the puppet, you will lose. So this is both like we need to go fast and we need to collect coins. Luckily they're just like in the way, so like it doesn't matter.
Oh. Yeah, generally not a problem. If you fall, it might be, but even then, it's normally not a problem. Otherwise, we're just going along all these block ships.
Funny bug. If you fell off in like certain parts, you would just keep falling into the void over and over, and like repeatedly die. Like you were effectively soft locked from that attempt.
Wow.
But it didn't happen that time, so yay.
Now for Skip World, aka Pengoville.
Yeah, so Pengoville is by far the shortest world. We just don't want to be in it, so we're skipping all of it. Water is like very cool, you know. You combine walls with water, and it's like, okay, we can go anywhere we want. And that's exactly what we're doing.
I kind of clipped the edge of the wall there.
Yeah, ran into the wall, so we lost the speed. And that means we fell in the water.
Oh, it's fine. It's not that far.
It is really easy to die in Pengoville, but it's kind of mandatory to go for these scopes.
Oh, yeah.
Just for how much time they save. We're just going to be seeing some re-rides, and then, you know, also the end of the stage. Wow, it's right here.
Yep, that's it. So yeah,
the next
obviously
shorter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they expect you to go basically this all like horseshoe shape around the whole level, but if you can jump up waterfalls, super short, like this one coming up here. Alright, will I mess up the new method I just learned last night? I already did.
Yeah, so this wall climb is like really complicated because you need the max amount of height to clear it, which means we gotta do some extra wall kicks.
Alright.
Which is really difficult when like they're not back-to-back walls, like they're at a 90 degree.
There we go.
And that's the level.
Yep.
Another one where they just expect you to do everything. Now those penguin balloons that fell out of the air, there was a soft lock that happened in like the first version of the game. If those balloons hit you as you finish the level, you're done.
Yep.
You're not playing anymore.
But yeah, thankfully the devs, I think they didn't update that.
They
fix
just
that.
made her invincible during the buster.
Oh, that's all? Okay. Alright, so another wafer, which we're going to use to hopefully build up some speed here. Okay, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so the height from the wafer, we just convert all that into speed. And since we are vectoring on the water, we can keep a lot of it. Now this level doesn't have, it's not horseshoe shape, we're just going straight to the end.
Alright, I'm doing a safety jump there.
Yeah, 60 FPS, usually like, we'll go for the safety jumps. Because if you die there, you're just out like 30 seconds or something. And we don't want that, especially not today.
Yeah, just get it over with. But you get the gist of it. But yeah, you can build up a lot of speed on that swing. For, you know, if you're trying to go fast. But yeah. Huge time
Pengoville's
save.
over. That's that world. It's gone.
Yep, bye Pangos.
I should mention there's 11 worlds in total for any percent. There's a like 12th world if you're doing 100% that has like bonus levels.
There is?
Called Star Globes. It's just the Star Globes.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen those in a long time.
Those are, if you spend the showpieces you collect throughout the levels, you can get to the Star Globes. And since 100% has to do all the levels, you know, we're going there.
Yep. But in the main game...
We don't care.
Yeah.
There's only 11 worlds, as far as we're concerned.
And oh yeah, we're in Industria, aka maybe best world? Question mark?
I don't know about that. Industria is like, it's kind of a chill world. I mean, the skips are like hard, but like it's chill.
I don't know. It just kind of has a nice flow to it, I would say.
Is there anything introduced here? It's
magnets?
just a lot of lasers.
Oh, the magnets, right?
I think there's a magnet earlier in the game, but I don't know.
Yeah, magnets, conveyor belts, the light bulb things, I think. Yeah,
that's true.
So basically, every world kind of. Yeah.
There's a lot of introductions.
Another safety checkpoint.
Here's an upcoming skip that will abuse this magnet. So when you use the magnet, like early, that was a save ever. Good job, man.
Yeah, that was totally intended.
If you use the magnet against the thing that you get attracted towards, you'll actually gain a bit of height. So we use that height to get on top of that and do that skip. Saves a bit of time.
That's 8-1. Oh, now it's 8-1.
I know the conveyor belts were in Zafara, but
oh right.
These spinning platforms are new.
Mm-hmm.
Why does this guy sound like me? Dude, that's crazy. It's Chris Bluestone.
Yeah.
It's the guy I sound like.
Alright. Wow, what an honor. That must be for you, Zans.
I don't know. Is it an honor? Maybe he's like...
Or an honor for him, maybe.
Right? Dude, same voice as Penny's Big Breakaway world record holder? That's like an accomplishment. So, this level... is there anything interesting to talk about? We're just like going over it.
Yeah, there's... You're supposed to go through all this stuff down below, but we're gonna ignore all of it. And then we're gonna go up this wall.
Yeah, so the sleep bounce here helps, because since we're grounded, we get 2 of them. And then we can just go over everything. Here we're going to actually land so that we can use this ramp, letting us get up here. And then more skips.
Oh,
yay!
There we go.
And we should be seeing a swing here that also grabs the checkpoint. Nice.
There we go.
Wow, the lasers aren't in the way for once. That's... The lasers are always in the way.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky, honestly. Alright, and hopefully we'll get this one last little thing.
Yeah, one last little skip. I think we still go for it. We can get on these platforms for some reason and skip this zip line. The zip line isn't exactly slow, it's just swinging is faster. Like, if you have to take that zip line, it's not a big deal.
Nah. But, you know, little time save, right?
Compared to, like, the one in Bubbling, it saves a lot more in Bubbling than it does here.
And it is at the end of the level, so if you mess it up, we're going back to that last checkpoint, which is pretty far. Anywho.
Now, this boss, complete RNG. That is it. You might want to avoid the attacks.
Yeah, I kind of forgot there for a second. But yeah, I'm looking up right now to see where the thing lands. One of the few times I actually... Oh, are you serious, dude? Yeah, one of the times I actually used the camera controls, which... You know...
Yeah. The camera in this game, you control it with D-pad. If, there's like 2 control schemes. You can control it with the right stick if you're on simple. But if you're on pro, you have to use the D-pad.
Nice.
And since we don't use it often, we're always on pro. Just because it's easier.
Yeah, that's actually another thing I'm not sure if we mentioned was the whole idea of how the game controls. You can use the right stick to throw out yo-yo.
You can use the right stick. It's not like that common, I think.
Yeah, I just use it basically at the start of levels sometimes, but otherwise not too much.
Times where like if you need to do a really sharp turn and you don't want to lose your speed, you will throw yo-yo and keep holding the direction you're going. For stuff like unrestricted, it helps a lot more because you can convert all your zip speed that way. But it's not really used 90%. You can also use it to like grab power-ups that are behind you. That's one thing. And then we're in another lava world. So the story here is we got caught and we got sent to prison. So this is jail.
Yeah, like most jails. Yeah, like most jails, they have lava.
And this lava is, you know, we're using it to skip the level.
Yep.
So right now, we didn't actually think this route used to be faster because the level itself was pretty fast. But we discovered you can go to this bonus world, because this is the bonus world. We're inside of it right now. But now if we leave it, bam, we're later in the level. So,
yep.
That was a big find at the time.
Oh, come on.
Here is another power-up, which we're only going to see here. The Endurian makes you invulnerable to like everything, and it also turns lava into floor. So we're going to be using that so that we can ride all this distance.
That was a very interesting path, but you know what? It worked out. Alright.
You can do that skip without the Endurian, but it's slow because you don't just have all the speed continuously. So we grab the Endurian. Plus it makes it a lot safer, a lot simpler. You don't have to do a stupid jump at the end. That jump was like terrible.
Yeah, so that's the only time we're going to see that.
Go forward. Where are you going?
Huh? Oh. I thought it was... Okay, yeah, never mind.
Why are you going right? You're supposed to go forward.
You know, the scenic route.
Wow, we're... Okay. Good one,
anyway, you know.
Halfway through the level already.
Yeah, I actually legit don't remember how the first half of this level is supposed to go.
It's not bad. And 100% is kind of fun. It's like a good level in 100%, I think. Except grabbing that showpiece is like the worst thing ever to exist.
Yeah, it seems kind of like an awkward spot. So oh, hey, here's a rolling thing.
Yeah, the only time we take the ticket machine, we'll notice that he jumped off the ride before, like, attaching to it, because your charges for yo-yo are actually attached to when you jump off of your ride. Because if you fall off your ride or you take the ticket machine, you're not going to get those charges back. So we have to do that jump first.
Alright, we're going to play it safe, do a regular ride on this. And I think the timing, yeah, this is easy timing.
Yeah, if you have bad timing with that wall, what will happen is you'll like just ride into it continuously without going up of it. Or up it.
Yep.
And then if you're like your hot rod runs out, it's like, man, you can always just do a sleep bounce if that happens. It's not like unrecoverable, it's just annoying.
Yeah.
Having the variance. This is the skip the level.
Yep,
this is
just
all you're
riding lava.
The end is directly to the left from the beginning, and they didn't put a kill plane here, so we're just going to do a large swing. And then we're almost at the end. We're going to go next to this wall for our camera trigger. Ooh, I think you pressed A too early, so you detach from the ride.
Dang it. Yeah, I had to dash over to that wall to make sure the camera was actually facing the right way.
Yeah, you can do the skip blind, but it's harder. And going to the wall loses like so little time. It probably gains you time just from being able to see where you're going. Yeah, we're just gonna climb this and then do some more swings, and we'll be at the end.
Alright, we're good.
I believe the dev explanation as to why Yo-Yo just doesn't instantly disintegrate in lava was because he heats up. That's it.
Oh.
So
Yeah, that
when you
makes sense.
jump off the lava, he cools down, and then he can do it again.
Yeah. Completely
The
logical
worst
sense.
explanation ever.
Alright,
so
here's a judge.
blinking you'll miss it. We're gonna instantly grab his gavel. There we go. You're not supposed to be able to do that, but there is a very small period at the beginning of the fight where you can just grab it from inside of him. So there, we're going to grab it again. The only thing you have to do for this fight, break all 3 things on the outside of the arena.
Yeah, this boss fight was pretty hard, honestly, the first time, but yeah, now it's pretty easy.
It becomes the easiest boss in the run, without a doubt. Which is funny because Eddie exists in Bubbling, and that's a pretty easy boss.
Yeah. Now for the best zone in the whole game.
Best world.
Yeah.
Let's go. No. It
Wait,
has a
no.
really good soundtrack, but it is based on Vanilla Town, which makes it bad.
Oh, that's why it's bad. Okay. I kind of like it. I know, blasphemy, but I don't know. It's got a good flow to it. It is a bit more vertical than the other stages,
I will say,
but
it has gotten a lot better.
yeah.
It used to be absolutely terrible, but now it's just like, it's fine.
So you can skip the
Doing,
zip line, but nah. This one isn't too bad, honestly.
Yeah, that zip line, if you don't skip it the way I skip it, which no one else does, you go even. So, with taking it. If you do it the way I do it, it saves like 1.5 seconds.
Oh, dang.
It's terrible. It's not that bad. It's just like the initial swing is terrible. So here we're going to be going for another zipline skip. Hopefully even more by using gravity here to help our ride. Hell speed, but we didn't get the height needed to skip this elevator. You can get... It's either all the way to that wire or to just right next to it. You can get really far with that.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we have to take the elevator. It's not a slow elevator, so it's fine. I hate running into that spinner. It feels so unavoidable.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to get over it, but it's not that bad.
Wow, another Buster bonus. You getting sick of it yet?
Yeah, just, you know, mashing buns.
Yeah, there's like a whole 36 of those in the run or something. That's way too many.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It would have been nice if actually doing them was faster, but...
I wish this game had an egg shuttle mode. That's all I'm gonna say.
A what mode?
Egg shuttle. So in Sonic Colors, there is a mode called Egg Shuttle mode where you play all the levels back to back, and it will combine your IGT.
Huh.
It's basically like a speedrun, except, you know, the game actually cares about you.
Alright. That little jump can be a little scary sometimes, but thankfully I landed on the crane, so we're good. Yeah, that would be super convenient, but...
Is this the first introduction of the pink penguins?
I believe so.
I think there's some in Lawberry, but we didn't see them.
Oh, yeah.
But the pink penguins, I should have explained the penguin colors. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
The pink penguins, well, we'll start with the blue ones. The blue ones are just penguins. If you get caught by 5 penguins, you die. And then the next one is the green penguins, which they have the ability to jump and like dash on you. Really annoying. And then the pink ones, they just count as 2 penguins because they're big.
Yep.
There's the penguin room. If you go in there, you pop out just to the left here. It is faster, it's just really risky.
Yeah, I didn't get that checkpoint before, so didn't want to risk it. And that's World 10.
Yeah, that's World 10. Short world, you know. Glad we're out.
Yeah.
Only 2 levels. So, last world, Editorium. The first level here is kind of nothing. We're going to do 1 skip. Well, first we have to get to the skip, and then we're going to do the 1 skip, and the level's going to be over. Now, it is a really cool skip, because you'll see, we kind of just... This skip, originally, when it was found, was thought to be only useful for unrestricted, because it's just such a large gap that you need to cross. And then, it was actually Taco Sauce that found the restricted version here. If you get enough speed, you can do the same thing. And that is great speed. Wow, you risked it all.
I was hoping I could just land on Yo-Yo there, but it worked out. But yeah, that's the level.
That is the level.
There is a safety checkpoint you can get a little bit before that, but we don't need any safety checkpoints, right? Alright. Now to some actual levels again.
Yeah, now we get to actually play this world. So this world introduces the saxophones, which, you know, they're just like, take it from A to B. It also introduces the red carpets, which is the main thing introduced in this level. You hit them, they roll out. They're useful sometimes.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. Here's the green penguins. They kind of just died. They just...
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, there is no way I can make it back there.
That. Luckily, there's a checkpoint. Not so far.
Yeah, I think that's... Is that the only rolling carpet we're going to see in the whole run, though?
No. I don't believe so.
Ideally, we're skipping most of them.
You can skip the rest, but I think skipping one of them would be Troll.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm just remembering it wrong.
Oh, that's all good.
Yeah, this game, like I said earlier, it's not great casually. If you know speedrun tech, if you know how to use Yo-Yo, it's a great game. It's fucking amazing. Otherwise, sorry.
I mean, it's still a decent platformer.
I mean, yeah, but if you're just dashing everywhere, like my first run, I just dashed everywhere. I didn't like... It was terrible.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I didn't get enough speed on that, I don't think.
I've never seen this backup. That's a good backup.
Oh. Yeah, so believe it or not, we're generally not supposed to be going this way.
Yeah, so all those rotating platforms we don't want to be on. And also, we can get all the way to this tube without having to take a magnet. Because the magnet's like, it's hiding behind a painting. You have to hit the painting for it to knock down. We don't want to do all that. We skip it. And hey, welcome back, Bullet Burger.
A bird.
Second time you're ever used. There'll only be one more in the run, and it's in the final boss, so...
Yeah, it's kind of a shame. I mean, I don't know. They're a fun little gimmick, but we don't really need it, so we just go around most of them.
Check out a guide. There's not really... There is one guide made by Who, I think, that explains swinging. But like guides for this game are not like developed. There's definitely not a guide on routes for levels. There is a channel in the Discord that has like every route. So it's easy to find the routes, it's easy to look at the ILs, have all the restricted versus unrestricted ones. But knowing how to use Penny, I don't think that really has a guide.
Yeah, you just gotta get used to doing the swings, basically, and how you, like, gain momentum off them, and...
The most important part is knowing how the swing works, which as I mentioned before, you need to press X once, usually through dashing, to activate swing momentum. So like here, he will swing really far. If he didn't do a dash there, he would just like swing and get no speed. That is the main thing to know. And then you combine that with rides and you're zooming.
Yep.
Also, here's another thing introduced in this world. You just clip through it. Nice.
There we go. Alright.
These ropes, obviously you run into them, they send you back. That one's useful because if you go up the slope without it, you might be slow.
Yeah, you can swing up there, but I don't know, I just prefer taking the rope, honestly. Oh yeah, there's this carpet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you skipped this carpet? Like, nah.
No.
This was the carpet I was talking about.
Okay.
Skipping that carpet is troll.
Yeah, but this one...
Yeah, we skipped this one. We don't care. Well,
I got it. I'm still gonna skip it, though. I'm skipping it. Okay. That was kind of close, but you know what? Oh, come on. What?
Ooh. Invis wall. I think it's because you activated the carpet.
Alright. Well, we got there. Alright.
Yeah. Me and Zyzex have been playing Penny since the early days, so we know how Penny should work. It's just really hard to like come into the game expecting to be like moving like this. But like if you play enough, you'll get used to it. It's
Yeah,
basically like you watch an IL, you watch how they swing, and you watch how they connect their movement together. Because that's what matters for this game, is chaining your movement together so that like you're seamlessly going through the level.
Yeah, you just gotta get in the swing of things, and you'll be good to go.
So this is the last gameplay level of the run. By that I mean like it's the last, you know, the next level is a boss. It's the final boss. So here, nothing else is introduced. It's kind of just like combining everything, I think.
Yep. I don't know, casually it's pretty hard, I'd say. Speedrun-wise,
casually,
it's not too
this
bad.
is like the hardest level.
Oh, yeah,
It's
by
the
far.
longest level in the game. You have to go through the most things. I think even the speedrun, it might still be the longest level. I think that's true. Like for restricted.
Yeah, it is.
Unrestricted, you can finish it faster than some.
But it's
no,
not
there's
too bad.
tech in the last level, Saucy. This is just the last level. We'll be seeing that tech, hopefully. One of it's RNG, the other is just movement in the final boss.
Okay.
Well, we lived. That's good.
I don't know. Not sure why I didn't grab, but alright. And we're definitely
Yeah,
getting that
so-
checkpoint.
April, to explain what unrestricted is, there is a tech in this game called Zips, which basically invalidate all of the movement he's doing right now. Well, they don't invalidate it, but like they make you go so fast that you don't need to chain everything together. You need one zip, and you can usually use that to skip a lot.
And hopefully we'll get a good ride up here. Yep, there we go. Yeah, the momentum on that's kind of crazy, honestly, but...
Yeah, it's just such a steep wall that the ride is like, I'm a dip, and then it just brings you with it, and it's like, oh, we're gonna dip.
Alright, that's that.
So here we're just attaching to the final zip line. It's gonna put us on the busker. That saves a ton of time because if you do not skip that zip line, you go all the way to the top of where Penny is right now. You have to ride the zip line all the way down because there's kill planes surrounding that entire building. So it was nice to find that skip. Anyways, this is the final boss. We're fighting Eddie again. We got the bowling burger.
And good RNG.
Yeah, so for this boss, there is RNG involved with the first phase.
Oh, what a bro!
We got it. So, there he either dashes at you or he gets a bomb. So if he dashes at you, you can just make him fall off. And that skips, like, a phase, something. It saves, like, 8 seconds. I don't remember how much it actually saves. It saves a decent chunk. But it is RNG.
So
that's the fight part done. We're going to be going into this cutscene, and then we're going to be doing riding on a penguin road. I just want you to imagine that before it happens.
A road of penguins.
Just get it in your head, and then, you know. Yeah, that's the penguin road. We get a pepper here, and we're going to be going for something called Penguin Road Skip. As you might imagine, we try to skip the Penguin Road. The development of this skip was really weird because we used to think you had to like use skewed gravity on a wall, but you can actually just swing backwards from here. That's some sus height. Oh, you still made it.
There we go.
Nice. And that's the end of the Penguin Road. We skip directly to the wafer, and we get this funny camera angle sometimes.
Yeah, believe it or not, this was not the camera angle the devs intended. It looks cool,
Since
though.
we have the skewed gravity from the Penguin Road, it skews the camera here.
Yeah, since I grabbed the wafer midair, I can't do a dash here.
Yeah, we can't do a dash. We just have to wait and then spin the screw. And then
Sub 2, though. Nice.
That is the final boss. Time is when we skip the final cutscene, so...
Time's coming up.
It'll be when it fades to black in the credits show. That's when it is.
Alright, and... time. Alright.
Jeez, 115, not bad.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was a pretty decent run, honestly. I mean, other than early game, I'm pretty happy with how most of that went.
Just a couple deaths, you know, nothing big. It was a really good show.
Thank you.
I think Penny is happy with her performance.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and you too. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, early game had a few deaths, and then I think I had one in Lawberry and Pengoville, I want to say. But those things happen. Standard Penny experience, honestly.
Yeah, if you play this game and you want to like get into speedrunning it, be expected to like die a lot. It's just, I'm gonna be blunt. It's a hard game. You will die a lot. That's it.
Yeah.
Even the world record has deaths. So.
Yeah, bit of a steep learning curve, but you know, if you can get over that, smooth sailing from there. And you know, it's mostly just all about the movement. That's all there really is to it. And I mean the music too, of course. Bop after bop after bop.
Yeah, I think this credit song that's playing is like my favorite from the soundtrack. It's a really good song.
Yeah, nice blend of everything from all the other levels in the game. But yeah, thanks for GG's also, everyone in chat. TYTY. And I think that's gonna do it for us here. No, not really. I mean, I'll just shout out myself, of course, you know. Twitch TV, Zyzex _remix. I play this. I also play Sonic 2. Those are probably the main speed games I do the most. So if you want to follow me there, you can do that. And then, of course, my commentator, Zans, who has more runs coming up in, I think, just today, right?
I will be commentating the Billy Hatcher run, yes.
Commentating that, alright. And then, of course, you have the Shadow run, too, right?
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Yeah, okay. So yeah, thank you, Zans, for commentating.
No problem. It was a blast. I mean, I love watching Penny. I love talking about it.
And
I'd love to do this again.
yeah, this game is pretty sick. And also, thank you to everyone, staff. Thank you also to everyone in chat for watching.
We'll be back with, I believe it's Sonic Colors Ultimate 100% by Subaru. I think that's the next run.
Yep.
Could be in like 20 minutes or so. So stay tuned
chill
for that.
For a bit.
I hear it's a sick run.
Yeah, should be a good time.
Goodbye, everyone.
So, yeah, thanks again.